For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a punt, you make a punt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm, because it's not finished until the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you tried hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches. It's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination and weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you try hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Hey guys, how we all doing? This is Lance Lisciotti with the Make a Score Tour. This is day 2 of the 2026 Cooper Cup Finals. Natural Born Killers, captained by Kevin Bourn, is up 5-1 over Quantum Break, captained by Dan Usello, in the overall race to 7 sets. So they find themselves in a pretty big hole here. To lead off, we're going to have Jason Fonseca for Quantum Break versus Joe Motica for Natural Born Killers. Race to 5, 9-ball, call the 9. Just have to do something here real quick. How's this look? Okay, that's looking better. So Joe, let's see, 3, 6, made a ball. Looks like he's got a starter at this 1-9 here. Tough shot, very tough shot. Not a bad swing. If you guys could help me out and share the stream, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to take a second to start sharing it myself to all the groups. So just bear with me for a moment. Alrighty. Got some sharing done. Alright, what do we got here? Jason probably going to play safe here. Or the little two-way. Might have went in on the bank as well. Pretty good leave here. I don't know if Joe can see it. Looks like he maybe can see the edge. Oh, we had enough to even maybe make it. But not too bad of a leave here. I mean, Jason can go in on the 1-4 combo, but it's pretty uncontrolled. One ball looks like it'll head towards that 2-8 and may cluster up. Kurt, thanks for liking the stream. So quite the safety battle here on this opening one ball. The safety battle continues. This is a pretty good safe. I'm not seeing too many kicks here. Let's get the handy drawing tool out. Maybe can go this way with some left. Try to avoid the 5, shorten it up maybe. Lower on the rail with more left to avoid the 5 maybe. Oh, he went that way, yeah. Nothing wrong with that either. Look at this. What a safety battle so far. Wow, that cue ball danced a little bit. E-Money, thanks for liking the stream. Take another look at this kick here. The cue ball acted pretty funny. Probably, yeah, see how that cue ball whipped around? Probably the fresh polish, first rack of the day. We, watching the replay, we missed a foul. Joe's going to have ball in hand. He's going to go for a 3 foul here. He could play the 1 in the side and bust open the 2-8 and try to run out, but this should be a really good safe. Yeah, that's jail right there. Andy, thanks for liking the stream. So, what can Jason do here? Huh? I don't know. Jeez, I don't know what he's going to do here. Thinking cap, Lance. Thinking cap. Could he go rail, 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 and like that? I mean, he was in jail there. Okay, so now Jason's on 2, but the balls are open. So does Joe Motika try to run out, or does he try to 3 foul? The outlay's pretty decent with ball in hand on the 1 to the 2. The 2 doesn't pass the 8, so he could pocket the 1, draw over, and then play the 2 in the same pocket, and then continue his out. I don't see any great lockup safes. I think the out is the move here. Okay, he's just going to play shape. Maybe the 2 goes, or he's going to play the combo. I'm not in love with the combo because it looks like the 2 ball goes down table, but he might end up with a look. Oh, wow. Skim the 8, still made it. Might have to just draw back. Yeah. Oh, he missed the 5. Oh, look at this. Watch. If this wedges up, because Jason is on 2 fouls. I mean, it looks like he could jack up and swerve and go rail first and kick from behind the 5. Just carefully don't scratch on the side or something. Oh, he could see the whole ball. Okay, so Jason back in business. No more on 2 fouls. Tough spot here. Probably going to play safe. Looks like he's bringing the cue ball up table and going to hide behind the 9-7. Dennis, thanks for liking the stream. Needs a friendly bump, and that was very friendly. Looks like he's straight in, or maybe a very slight angle. Looks like Joe will draw back here for the 9 on the side. Yep, no problem. And Joe strikes first, 1-0 lead for Natural Born Killers. And Jason breaks and scratches in the side. 4-6 is tied up. I wonder if Joe's going to try a 3 foul again here. Because you can run the 1-2-3, but 4 ball's kind of tricky. I think this actually laid good for a 3 foul. He could have played the 1 up table, hid behind the 6, and then if he got ball in hand again, could use the same cluster to play the 1 down table. If he breaks this, if he busts this 4 open, 4-6 open and gets shape, he's got a good chance to run out. Okay, he opened up the problem. It's going to be elevated over the 9 now, though. This is going to be tough. He may be able to just try to cinch the 3 and take a cut on the 4 on the side next, which would make it a lot easier. Misses the 3. And now Jason's going to have a good opportunity. I think that was a good safe by Jason. He could have went for pocketing the 4 on the side, but shape on the 5 wouldn't have been too good. I think that was a smart decision there. Joe looking at a 3-railer. It's going to be tough. Oh, and very nice hit. That was tough. Jason goes in on the bank, makes a good one. Got the 5 in the side or the corner. He's looking at the corner. I'm kind of curious why the corner here. It's a bigger pocket than the side, but it's a little bit more of a back cut. And your cube. Oh yeah. For some reason, I was thinking the 6 was down table. Yeah, that's why he went. That's why he back cut the 5 so he get position. Might have got a roll here. I don't think Joe can see this ball. And that's going to give Jason ball in hand. Nice looking out here, too. 5 leads you to the 6, leads you to the 7. 9 balls pretty much hanging. Just got to take care of business here, make no silly mistakes. Roll forwards a little bit. No problem here. And Jason runs those out, ties this up 1 rack apiece. Bob, thanks for liking the stream. Joe with a nice break there. If the 2-ball goes, it's a pretty nice look. I think it does. Got a little funny here. Gonna back cut this on the side then. Not that could have been worse. He got a pretty decent bump there off the 7. He's a little off angle here, but at least he can pocket the ball pretty good. He could draw out from the right long rail, I think, if he's got enough angle. Yeah, just like that, but not enough stroke. Fell quite short, but does have a decent bank in the side. Looks fairly straight. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know why he slammed that so hard. There was no need to. And now the cue ball is in like really bad spot here. I mean, it's makeable, but this got a lot harder than it had to be. Yeah, that was a tough shot on the 7. And now Jason with a big opportunity here. Sean, thanks for liking the stream. It's not incredibly difficult to pocket the 7. The position's a little tough though. You could go forward, you could draw back. If you draw back, you got to worry for the side. He went forward and jammed it, which you see quite often when you go forward like that. And let's see. Joe could use some low right here. Cut this in top left. Yeah, this lays pretty good. Cut this in. Cue ball comes over with the draw. And then, I'm sorry, the right hand English can bring you back this way. He's going high left. That's a much more difficult shot to pocket the 7, but it's easier to get position, and he hit it really well. And Joe runs out and takes a 2-1 lead. Sean Dixon in the chat, I got to get involved in these events you do. They seem so fun. Yeah, Liz, thanks for liking the stream. You have to be a member of the Racks list to be eligible to be drafted for the Lisciotti Cup and the Cooper Cup and the Mini Cooper Cup. So yeah, step number 1, join the list. And then you're eligible to get drafted. Obviously, Sean, a player of your caliber, will always get drafted. So if you want in, buddy, all you got to do is join the list, and you'll definitely be in. Jocelyn, thanks for liking the stream. Sean, you can message the list admin is Farah Kirk. Is that what Farah Kirk? I believe it's Kirk. Yeah, Farah Kirk, K-I-R-K on Facebook. Message her, say, hey, I'd like to join the list. She'll add you. Oh, you know what, though? This list here at Rax is so overfilled that there's like a wait list or something. So I think you'd have to get on the wait list, and then I don't know. They've got probably the most complicated list in the state here, because I think there's like 160 people or something ridiculous. But yeah, message her what's the deal, whether it's a wait list or you can get in immediately. To be honest, I really don't pay attention to many of the changes. I just wait for my match, and none of the changes really affect me, so like I just don't really pay attention too much. But Farrah Kirk is the go-to. She'll take care of you. And that's going to be a foul. So Jason with ball in hand, all the balls go. He is down 2-1. Don't want to let this get away from him. You know, if you go down 3-1, it starts to get a little tough in a race to 5. And Quantum Break is down 5-1. I mean, they're going to have to pull off a lot of wins here in day 2. They're going to have to steal momentum, and it's going to have to start with this first match. If they lose this first match going down 6-1, I mean, doesn't mean it's over, but it's almost dagger. It could be the dagger. Jason making short work of this rack. Staying in line pretty well here. He could probably come and play the 8 in the bottom left next. He could pick just about anywhere. He came down for this, either overrolled the corner or underrolled the side. But he should be okay. Play this in the side, go 3 rails around the 9. So make sure you don't underhit it or overhit it. Oh, we missed the 8. Yeah, you overcut it just a little bit. Kearns, where are you at? Why are you not here? You're like always here for these things. This is huge right here, because Joe was not supposed to get back to the table. This looked like Jason was running out to make it 2-2. Fell a little funny on the 8 and missed it. And now Joe really has to make him pay. You cannot let your opponent give you this and not make them pay. You got to get out here one way or another. Just go high right, 3 rails to the side pocket, just like that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he missed his target by like a foot, but I mean, this is still a great look. Ah, a little golf action, huh? Have a good time, buddy. Looks like a nice day for it. Watch out, cue ball, nice, all right. Joe Motica with a 3-1 lead. That was a huge rack there. Jason missed that 8 ball, and Joe made him pay. So guys, the Cooper family has donated $250 for the MVP of the finals, and the Make a Score Tour has donated $100. Basically, Chris Wheeler donated $100 in the name of the Make a Score Tour, just to be fully honest, for the match of the finals. So the players will vote. The losing team will vote for the MVP on the winning team, and then myself and the ref and the scorekeeper, all 3 of us will get together and pick the match of the event for $100. Once the finals is over, stick around. I'm not just going to end the stream. I'm going to go out there for 10 minutes while everybody votes and gets the verdict, and you should be able to watch the presentation live from the stream. So don't just leave when it's over. Stick around and see who the MVP was and who the match of the finals was. Why am I on this view still? This view looks a little better. Watch out. So Jason tried, I think he's trying to play safe behind the 3. Looks like that 2 ball locked up pretty good with the 9. I don't know what Joe can do here. Oh, the 2 ball went. I didn't think it went. It looked like he was sitting on the 9, but not only did he get shape on the 3, he's got an angle where he can get to the 4. Get to the 4. Excuse me. Little hiccups going on. Okay, did not see that coming. Joe flukes the 3 in and has shape on the 4. It's a thin cut, but all you really got to do is focus on making it. Cue ball goes back and forth and should give you a look at the 6 on the side or the corner. Oh, Joe. Can't miss those, Joe. But if you're Jason, that's exactly what you were hoping for. This is like tap in. Wanted to get maybe, no, he should be okay. Yeah, see how he had that angle going up towards the 8? That's where things can get a little funny. That's why I said, I was about to say, he wanted to get a little farther up table because that would have gotten him straighter on the 7, which would have reduced the angle going towards the 8 that he ended up with and now finds himself in trouble. I don't know. What do you do here? This is not a great spot to be in, let me tell you. I mean, he might just be better. If he can just razor thin the 8 and just play the cue ball to the rail and then it bounces out a little bit and the 8 ball floats up just a hair and you leave something like this. I mean, I don't know. You got to do something, but it's hard not to give up a good look. If he goes this way with a bunch of right-hand English to try to go down table, you got to watch the 8 ball get into the rail. Oh, we tried to kick it. You know what? I've seen that shot a lot, the kick. It's not terrible. I watched Moritz Neuhausen play it on Lucas at Yale, and he made it on the 4-inch Gold Crown 3 at the time. It was a hell of a shot. So that was actually probably the best shot Jason had there. He really didn't have many options at all. And this is tough too. This is no gimme. And Joe bobbles the 8. And now Jason's going to have another opportunity here. Could some high left here is probably the move. High left on the cue ball. Come around. Yep. Very good. And Jason is going to get a little closer, bringing us to 3-2. Kev Kiley says, Kev's team running away. Wow. So yesterday, they played 6 sets. Quantum Break was down 4-2 in a race to 6 in the opening team match and came back to win, I believe, 6-4 or 6-5, one or the other. And then it was the Natural Born Killer show after that. They won 5 sets in a row, ending the day with a 5-1 lead. And so far, they've pretty much continued where they left off. Joe does have a lead, but it's just a 1-rack lead. It's slim. But it's better than not having the lead, that's for sure. Pretty good 2-way there. Had he made it, he would have had a look at the 2. And he missed it, and I don't think he gave up much. Joe going airborne here. I'm not sure why, because I don't know if you can make anything. Like he jumped just to make a good hit, but there was a super simple one rail kick right there, so I'm not really sure. Maybe the 1-3 combo went and he was trying to make that. I'm not sure. Alright, so now the out's getting a little congested here. Joe's got a hanger on the 1, but might have to play shape for a bank on the 2 or something. Oh, I don't know about this. I think he just made it and was going to see what happens. And oh, he's not going to like this. This is going to be big trouble here. If I'm Jason, I'm trying to get that 2 by the 9 too for a short rack. Just like that. Combo doesn't lay great, but the carom lays real good. If you're Joe, you really have to... there's only like 1 or 2 kicks. There's to the rail like this with a bunch of left, or there's 2 rails. You just got to hit something. The 2, the 9, something. That works. At least he moved the 9 and took away the carom. And now Jason's gonna have ball in hand, but he's gonna have to earn it. And this is not the easiest of outs. Oh, Jason, a little elevated and probably caused that miss there. This is a little tricky. He's got the side, but cue ball looks like it runs into the 5. And if you draw out of it to avoid it, I don't know if you're going to have any shape. Okay, so he did avoid the 5, and he's got a good look at the side. You just got to roll this one in, or whatever makes it comfortable. You just got to make it. It looks like the 6, 7 both go, no problem. So you really just got to focus on just making this 5 ball. Then the rest of them should be pretty good. Yep, no problem. Yep, got a nice angle too going towards the 9. The only thing here is just don't get lazy and scratch in the side. Just guard against the scratch in the side. And like nothing bad can happen. And Joe fell real nice on this 9. And Joe on the hill leading 4-2. So Joe on the hill. Jason needs 3 here. 3 in a row. He's got his work cut out for him. It's not going to be easy. Joe made a ball, or 2, 4, so he made 2 balls. I don't know if he can see the 2 ball though. Cliff, thanks for liking the stream. Good attempt there. Fred, thanks for liking the stream. Might make the 6. Wow. So it pays to hit him is the old saying. You get rewarded for hitting them. And Joe, pretty good opportunity here to run out for the win after that. A little off angle here. Cue ball going to be going down. He might be able to use the 7 as a stopper. Oh, missed the 3. Might have got away with it though. Jason might have to try to bank this ball, top right corner. He can't even see it. I thought he could see a little. It looks at. Oh, he almost hit it perfect. Cliff, thanks for the stars. Greatly appreciated. And now look at this. Joe's got, you know. Oh, he wanted to go a little high. It's okay. He's fine. He fell a little below the 5. He wanted to be equal or above it, but he's okay. Those are the little things, though. You can't get lazy. Joe's a fast player, and he's more apt to make those silly mistakes being so fast. Ray, thanks for liking the stream. Draw right back. Get straight in on the 8. Yep, no problem. This one, probably a little draw. Kill the momentum. Just want to get off that rail, which he did. And this is for the win. And this would put Natural Born Killers on the hill in the overall race to 7 format. Boy, for a fast player, Joe taking a lot of time here. But can't blame him. It's a game-winning shot, you know. Good shot. Joe wins 5-2 over Jason Fonseca. Natural Born Killers now leads 6-1 in the overall race to 7 format. Our next match will be Jason coming right back out there, joined by Dave Sheehan, and Joe coming right back out there, being joined by Paulo. That is going to be Scotch Doubles 9-ball race to 5. We're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break in between matches. We'll be right back with you. Okay, just got a plot twist. Plot twist, everybody. It is not going to be Joe and Paulo. It's going to be Joe and the incredible Kenny Hoke. So let me update that scoreboard real quick. Joe and Kenny. And be back in 5 minutes. All right, we got another plot twist. Jordan Palacio is going in for Jason Fonseca. So we got to change Jason to Jordan. So Jordan and Dave versus Joe and Kenny. Okay, so we got the double switch going on. Maybe this is what Quantum Break needs. Who knows? They need something. They need 6 in a row. That's what they need. They are in trouble. But you know what? Crazier things have happened. That's for sure. Looks like a good lag here by Kenny Hoke. And Kenny and Joe are going to win the opening lag. All right, so we're going to see the first action out of Jordan and Kenny of the event, besides the team match. Should be interesting. Chilly in here. All right. Kenny makes the wing. Doesn't look like the one ball is going to have an opening look. I think we're going to have an opening safe here. So Joe and Kenny both play very fast. Oh, under hit that by quite a bit. Joe and Kenny play very fast. Jordan and Dave. Dave plays a little on the slow side. Really likes to measure and talk and, you know, make sure he's comfortable. Jordan plays like, I'd say probably pretty neutral. Maybe even a little on the fast side. Dave's going to play a safe here. Dave's safety play is pretty darn good. Watch how cue ball. Is that right? Nice safety there. That's going to be ball in hand for Jordan and Dave. Josh, thanks for liking the stream. The balls are open, but it's not the easiest of outs. The 6 to the 7 might be a little hairy depending on where they fall on the 6. If they get like straight, it's good, but... Oh, Dave bobbled a 2. Did not see that coming. Wayne, thanks for liking the stream. And now Joe and Kenny have an opportunity. A little straight here. He's going to want to get Joe off the rail. He can probably just punch it. Kenny's aiming center table. That's pretty tough to get to center table. He should just try to punch and leave the cue ball like about where the 3 ball is now would work. He doesn't have to do too much here. Yeah, just like that. No problem. And now Joe wants to roll this one in and get... Yeah, he wants to really get Kenny straight. You don't want too much angle because you don't want an angle going into the 7. I mean, you can still work with it, but it's just not ideal. Oh, Joe missed the 5. Jordan may be able to cut this in. If not, he certainly could bank it. Oh, he played, yeah, all safe. So he couldn't cut it in, didn't like the bank, so he went all safe. He's going to give Kenny a look, but he's got work to do to get that cue ball over for the 6. He's got a little bit of an angle, but it's not very natural. He's going to have to probably load up with left hand, high left, or like a bunch of draw. If he just stays right around there, yeah, that's about as good as he could have done there. So they do have a little bit of an angle going into the 7 here. So in that case, I'm not going to go forward and end up too steep of a cut in the top left corner. I'm going to draw into the 7 and create some, you know, just bump it and see what happens. Yeah, so Joe did as good as he could. He cheated the pocket as much as he could. He gave Kenny the best look he possibly could have on the 7, but it's still very tough. Now, thankfully, well, there's a scratch on the side. All right, so Kenny missed the 7. It wasn't easy, but he didn't really give up much. I don't think Dave's going to go in on this. If he does, it looks probably more like a bank than a cut. Dave's going to try to use the 9. Hit it pretty well. I struggle with those shots. Those are not my favorite shots. They're okay to shoot because if you don't get coverage behind the 9, at least the 7's on the rail, and at most you're giving up a bank. But it's real nice when you get safe behind the 9 ball. Joe gonna kick one rail here. Probably pretty firm. Wow, look at this shot with the spinach to get out of the corner. Now, this is a little funny here. Kenny does have a look, but there might be a scratch in the top left. And if you draw out of it, your cue ball's kind of stuck up table. So, I don't know. I don't know about this. If he can avoid the scratch and get to the top rail, oh, he could. How's the speed, though? No good. Overrolled the 9. Joe's got options, bank or cut in the side. I'd say the bank might play a little better from here. That's pretty steep in the side. We've seen a lot of players miss them. We saw Joe make a very similar bank earlier in his previous match. And yeah, I think the bank's the right move here. He called the bank. And Joe, great shot there. Banks the 9, and Joe and Kenny off to a 1-0 lead. All right, Jordan to break. Makes 2 balls. I don't know if Dave's going to have a shot. He might be able to cut this in the side. Might have the top right corner, but Dave doesn't take too many flyers here. I think he'd like to play safe, but I don't really see any great ones. Oh, it went in the corner. Yeah, if it went in the corner like it did, then he has to shoot it, but he did bobble it. And that's going to bring Joe and Kenny up. The open look should bring Kenny up, I believe. foul. He made the one, but he touched the 3 with a shaft. That should be ball in hand. Oh, it's option. Okay, so... Oh, they're saying way over there. He didn't move it that much. Yeah, that's about right there. So let's see, is this going to be ball in hand or... Okay, so I guess they're not, wow. You don't see too many rule sets where that's not a foul, but I guess it's not a foul. And a little sloppy there by Joe, but you know what? It looks like it's going to work. Kenny looks like he can just roll this in and go forward. Careful for the double hit. Yeah, a good shot. Oh, he got too far forward. He left Joe straight and on the rail. This is like the only place where Joe didn't want to be. Now this out's going to get a lot tougher now. All right, so that was good. I mean, he gave him a little bit of an angle, but the 8 lay is pretty good. Kenny can go high left or draw. He went with draw, hit it real nice. Now they're back in line. Now they're back in business here. Joe should cross over, I think, with this angle and shoot the 9 in the bottom right. Yeah, just like that. Just want to get off the rail. Perfect. That was really good. They got in and out of trouble real well there. And they take a 2-0 lead. Joe makes 2 balls on the break, but it doesn't look like they're going to have an opening look on the 2. So they get safety time. Ashley, thanks for liking the stream. Okay, Kenny pushed. And looks like he tied up the 3-5. If they can see the whole 2 ball, you bank it up and play behind the 9. And the kick and stick's not bad here either. If you can't see the whole 2 ball, you kick behind it and send it up table. Try to stay behind the 9-7. This looks like a keeper too. This looks, as long as he didn't give up the edge, it's going to be a easy kick, but he did his job. So Joe makes a good hit. And Dave's got a real thin cut, maybe a bank. I don't know about that 3 ball though. I don't know. It doesn't look like it goes top left. It might. You might be able to spin it in. If the 3 does go, then you probably are better off banking the 2. Should provide better position. It's going to give Jordan a look at the two on the side or the corner. And then we can figure out if this 3-ball goes or not. Now this is a good time to jump. This kick is not automatic, and I think this is a good time to jump. Now, what can he do? Like, it's one thing to jump and hit the ball, but like, you know, you might as well try something while you're at it. And failed jump. It's gonna give Dave and Jordan ball in hand. Now the problem with that jump was it opened up the 3-ball. The 6-ball though is not in a great spot. So this out is definitely not automatic. All right, so Dave's got to look at the 4, come up table for the 5. They can either play the 6 top left, or they can play shape for the combo, or maybe even a 6 bank cross side. Gotta get this 4 down first, though. This is no gimme. Yeah, that was no gimme. Not a bad leave though. Kenny might have to play this off the 5 into the side. Oh, made a trick shot, made both of them, and it's going to leave Joe, who's made his last 2 banks. Pretty good looking bank cross side. You can even play the cue ball into the 7 to try to make the 7 in the bottom left corner as kind of a backup. And if you make the 6, the 7 should be lingering right by the corner. Looks like he's using a follow. Maybe come around 3 rails. Oh, he did go into the 7. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Could be a jump or a 1 pocket bank. This 1 pocket bank doesn't. But if he's only got to get over the edge, then it makes sense. That way he's elevating really high though, which makes me think he's got to get way over the edge. Yeah, I think that was just a bad decision there. And Jordan and Dave gonna have ball in hand, 7-9. And looks like we're headed for 2-1. And 2-1, Joe and Kenny lead. Looks like a real nice break if that one ball clears the 4, which it looks like it might have. Yeah, it's close. Might have to spin it in. Or play safe behind the 4, bank the 1 back. Yeah, had to play safe. Better get that 1 to the bottom rail. Yeah, that helps a lot. That makes this a lot tougher. Cue ball's going to be pretty uncontrolled flying out hot. Joe tried to get behind the stack. Came up a little short. That's going to give Dave and Jordan a nice opening look on the 1. Probably have to draw back for the 2 on the side. Oh, Jordan misses the 2, and now Kenny and Joe are going to have a nice opportunity. All the balls go. There's a lot of movement of the cue ball here. Up table, down table. Up table, down table, up table, down table. Every single ball you're going up and down, up and down. So this is not going to be the easiest of outs, especially with this position. Joe might have a carom on the 9. I don't know. He might be playing safe by the 9. I don't know. I think you're supposed to just make the 3. Yeah, because see how the cue ball would add shape. So, fun fact, Natural Born Killers has won all the lags. So, 7 sets. They've won all 7 lags so far. Or what? 8 lags. And race to 5 alternate break, it's pretty big. Now, Jordan and Dave really need to get out here and tie this up 2-2 after being down 2-0. They don't want to make a mistake here and go down 3-1, that's for sure. They're down 6-1, so I'd like to say they're playing pretty without pressure. I mean, there's always pressure, but I think if you're up 6-1 or down 6-1, I think that a lot of that pressure goes away. You're either playing with a very comfortable lead or you're down quite a bit and you're like, well, we're already in a tough spot, so might as well just shoot it out, you know? Dave's going to have to go forward here, high left, 2 rails out of the bottom right corner. Watch out, cue ball. Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, overrolled it just a little bit. Jordan should be okay here. Joe, thanks for liking the stream. Oh, watch out, cue ball. Oh, finds the drink. And that's gonna put Joe and Kenny in the lead. 3-1 in this potential closeout set for Natural Born Killers. Kenny makes a ball. Don't know. Joe's been a big mean banking machine so far. I wouldn't blame them if they go in on this one. I believe the score has to be updated. It's actually 3-1. I just sent him a text out there to update. Oh, Kenny hit that good, but just caught the point there and it hung. So now Dave and Jordan find themselves down 3-1. Score will be updated shortly. That was a good shot. Anytime a object ball is hanging in the pocket, it's tricky to get the cue ball out of there. Dave did pretty good there. Oh, hanger. But I'll tell you, if you can't go in between the rail and the 4, the only thing I'm seeing is a potential 3-railer. But the 7 ball's like right in the way. You'd like to do something like that. But I don't know about with that 7 ball. 7 ball there is gonna make it tough. I might just like try to tie up some balls here or something. I might just bank the 5 like over here and give them ball in hand and hope the 5-8 doesn't line up real nice. I don't know if it's worth kicking at this one. All right, so that's going to be a foul. Ball in hand, Jordan and Dave. Kind of tricky here getting that cue ball out and around, back up for the 4 in the same pocket. Got a little unlucky with that 4 ball. Getting that close to the rail or maybe even on it. That's going to make this a lot tougher. Jordan wisely plays safe. But look at this. 4 ball looks like it's coming all the way back around down. And now Kenny and Joe, look at this. But this is a very nice opportunity. 4 and the 5 right there. 7 up table. 8 leads to the 9. This is a huge opportunity to go up 4-1. I don't see many problems here. They'd have to do something silly. Yeah, a little short, but that's okay. At least he's got an angle going. I mean, it's going up table, but it still falls in line nice with the 8. And so far, so good here. And Kenny's going to have a real nice look here on this 9 ball. Kenny and Joe on the hill, double hill. They lead 4-1 this set in a race to 5, and they lead 6-1 in the overall race to 7 format. So they Natural Born Killers are 1 rack away from winning the 2026 Cooper Cup. And don't go anywhere when it's over. If it's over this match, whatever, whenever it ends, the losing team will vote for the MVP of the winning team. The Cooper family donated $250 for the MVP. And there will be $100 awarded for the best match. Not in love with where Jordan's breaking from. The wing is not automatic from here. Yeah, and the 6 ball did not go, and he flew the cue ball off the table. Now, fortunate for Jordan and Dave, the out is like super clustered up, and they might just, you know what? Play the 1 and then play the 2-9 for the win. Play the 1 in the side. Roll your cue ball forward to about here, or more like about here. And then you got a pretty good look at this 2-9 for the win. It's a little aggressive, but with the lead they have, or I would go for a 3 foul. I would do anything but try to run out. It looks like, what is this? 3 foul, I guess. Huh. Interesting. That was probably the shot clock was bearing down on him, because that was not the greatest attempt there. So I'm guessing the shot clocks are bearing down. Can he not see the 1? Looks like he could see the edge or just jack up a little and swerve. Got to be careful you don't scratch off the 8. And makes a good hit. Might even got safe. Yeah, good shot there. Just thin the 1 and let the cue ball swing around. Natural protection. This is going to be a tough kick. If he can't see the edge of the 1, this is going to be a real tough kick. Very nice hit there by Jordan. Kenny might be able to make this one. If not, might be a safe thin it and put the cue ball behind the 5. Kenny with a nice hit. Still quite a bit of congestion down here, but they're opening up a little. I don't know if the 3 passes the 7. I don't know if Dave can cut this in and cross over for the 2 in the same pocket. It was touchy. I'm not sure Kenny's. I'm not sure what he's going to do here because 3 balls up table. There's nothing really easy here. When in doubt, play safe. And looks like a good one. Oh, he must be able to see the edge. Looks like it'll work. He's going to have to kick one rail, but, he might make the 2, but it's going to be real hard to get the cue ball out of there. 3 balls all the way up table. So they were going to go for the 3 foul, but this is going to be a pretty routine kick. And now the 6-9. So this should open up, assuming Jordan makes a good hit. This should open up. Oh, he's jumping. Oh, so he must not be able to get above the side pocket on the left long rail. That makes this a little tougher. Nice shot. And safe. Watch out, cue ball. Oh, that might have helped the 3 now, too. That bumped the 7 enough where the 3-7 looks like it goes. But then you got the 6 and the 9. The 6-9, the combo in the top right doesn't look too bad. So 2, then play the 3-7, and the 3-4-6-9 combo, I guess. Gotta do something. Alex Bosch says insane amount of talking from both teams. I'm glad somebody said it because it's been driving me nuts in 9-ball. Like, they're talking about every single shot. Almost like, I don't know, to the point to where I feel like it's counterproductive or you can't develop a flow. Wow, that was a nice shot by Dave. That was touching. He really stuck him to the 8. And he took the left long rail away, I believe. Kenny's looking at it, but I don't think he's got it. I think he's going to have to go off the bottom rail. Okay, so he must have a little gap there. Gonna have to put some right-hand English on this one. Yep, good shot. – tricky spot here. Can pocket the 2. Maybe able to get the cue ball super deep in that corner. I don't know. Joe went for all safe, and I don't blame him. He didn't lock him up, but he left him tough. And we really don't know exactly how that 3-7 lays. Let's see if this... Oh, the 3-7 looks good. It looks like it goes pretty comfortably. Wow, that was... Oh, watch out, cue ball. He's all right. That was really nicely struck ball there by Dave. And got Jordan pretty perfect on this 3-7. Got a little straight here, but he's okay. Those 4 balls not too far away. Not ideal. This is not where you want to be. I think I don't know. I have no clue from here. I think he's just going to play safe. Yeah. Jordan, I think, was wanting to play all cue ball down there behind the 6-9, and Dave saying bank the 4 ball down there. I think he might be doing all cue ball behind the 6-9. Some low left. Yeah, looks like he's going to hit it pretty good, too. Yeah, that's a keeper. Looks like it bumped the 6 out enough, too, where the 6 may even go now. Wow. Wow. Almost made it. That was crazy. All right, now Dave and Jordan rewarded for that great safe that Jordan played. As long as the 6 goes, they're in business, but it's close. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, that, he might be able to make it. Wow, that looked like he was going to be glued on the 9. I don't know. He might not be able to make it, but at least he can see it. I think he's going to jack up and draw and try to 2-rail the 6 out. Try to stay behind the 9 with the cue ball. Oh, nope. I had a bad read there. And if this 6 ball goes, Joe and Kenny have a opportunity here to run out for the win. If they get this 6 ball down, they're in business. It looks like he's got most of the pocket, like 3/4 of it. Oh, wow. Rubs the 8 and it still goes in. Now, now this is something they could talk about here. If I'm Kenny, I'm probably not drawing above the 9 and flirting with the scratch in the side. I'm probably just staying on the low side and letting Joe shoot it all the way up in the top right corner. It's from this angle and where the 8 lays, like the position should be pretty darn good on the 9, even if it is the top right corner. You can use low right here, But you got to know you're not going to scratch on the side. Yeah, see what I meant by like the position should be. Well, it came off actually a little more than I thought it was going to. For the win, can Joe Motica pocket this 9? It is off the rail a little bit, which makes it considerably easier. If it's glued to the rail, it gets a lot harder. There is a scratch in the side pocket you got to be careful about if he slams it. And Joe Motica and Kenny Hoke win the match 5-1, and Natural Born Killers wins the 2026 Cooper Cup 7-1. That was a strong performance out of Natural Born Killers. So guys, we're going to go out. We're going to find out the MVP and the best match of the event. Give us about 5-10 minutes for them to do all the voting. I'm going to turn the mic on, and you guys should see the presentations.
Jordan, when you're ready. Okay. I got it. Okay, when you're ready. Hey.
That mic's on. Come over here. Come over here, because that mic's on.
They're hearing everything you're saying. Everything. Myself, like, you just gotta tell yourself what you need to do in those moments. Make the ball. Yeah, make the ball. Do it at the last one. I'm like, I was gonna go across. He doesn't done it across the track. Oh man, no, you came like right over here. I played the top on it. Just a hair, just enough to get him. I knew it.
I think we already know.
I'm with you. What we tell him? Who won it? Oh, you won. Or I tell Jeff.
It doesn't matter. We all know.
All right. Jesus. I know. Okay. I'm gonna get hair growing in places I've never had before. I remember when I was 13. Yeah. Can we gather up all the teams? Quantum break. Dan. Yeah, just gonna have everybody come around here and. Oh, is that it? Oh. Yeah, we got our team and everyone. First off, let's go ahead and give both teams a round of applause for putting up a good none of this is really possible without the people that help run the whole system, starting with like our timekeeper, Jesse Mercy. Thank you very much. Junior Cruz coming in to be our rep. Right on top of this, definitely a new experience when I'm going down to shoot. I got like, why is this guy right behind me? But it's important. Keep an eye on things. So thank you very much, Junior. Thank you to Farah for kind of help organizing everything. You know, being that with Tom involved, she's got to get involved to make sure everything's all fair and square. So thank you to Farah, who's also our bar box admin. People don't know that. Thank you to Jill, taking care of those commemorative hats that we've got. Everything, every year she comes out with something new. Puts in a lot of time, a lot of effort, so I'm grateful for her for doing that. Of course, our staff for taking care of all of us. We appreciate them very much. Lance, wherever he is at.
Medical center?
Could be medical center. Definitely adds a very good quality to the live stream, something that we're not used to with bar boxes usually. Yeah, right there.
I would know.
He watches enough of them. Wasn't a sponsor for the finals, but he was a big sponsor during the semifinals. Brian Violet, Wildlife Control, thankful for him. He had two sponsors. The first one, I'll get to actually after this one. Right? Yeah, so the second one. Is that how that goes? 1, 3, I don't know. So Chris Wheeler made a donation prior to the finals, which was $100. My bad, I forgot about it. But we made it into a new award for the finals here, which was the match of the event. So it could have been anybody from either side, depending on who was voted on by Junior, Jesse, and Lance. And it went to the winners of that match. They voted on Paulo and Kevin as the match of the event. So it's $100 going to be split between you guys. Congratulations. This is a little bit awkward for me. Yeah, so the MVP.
So the MVP of the finals of the 2026 Cooper Cup is Peter Brown. Congratulations, Peter Brown. Thank you for everything that you've done.
Yes, thank you. So the sponsor was, the money was donated by Frank Gaetani. He wanted to be anonymous, but too late now. Sorry, Frank. That was in honor of the Cooper family. So all MVPs this year have been donated on behalf of the Cooper family. Very, very honored for this because, again, it's named after Willie, who I had only known for just a couple of years, but I feel like I've been able to know him for a lot longer. So this money I'm going to donate within our team here. We're just going to share this money because, you know, I can't do anything without you guys, so thank you guys. It's not easy getting into the finals. We have to play a lot of tough teams, and you know, we don't know how the finals are going to go. This was an anomaly. You know, I think if we were to start this all over, who knows how this plays out. But coming into the finals, what's nice is that you're guaranteed money. You don't walk away empty-handed. So, Dan, captain of Quantum Break, $1,500 is $250 a piece for you guys. Wait, we'll see you next year. I'm sure of that. And then an unprecedented 4 times in a row, 3 times as a captain. Natural born killers, Kevin Bourn. He was naturally born. He was naturally born James. That's what threw me off. So, congratulations, Natural born killers. Great, guys. That's it. That concludes everything. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pete.
next year. Now we're going to get ready for the Palmer Bird Cup. So I know we got you coming in end of June. We're going over to Pennsylvania, Bluegrass Billiards, 13th and 14th. That's going to be very exciting. So looking forward to seeing you guys on the live stream. So thank you. Good night.
All right, everybody. Pete Brown wins the MVP, and Paulo and Kevin win the match of the finals versus Rob and Rogers. They won Hill 5-4. It was the final match of day one, where coming into that match, it was 4-1 Natural Born Killers. So they won Hill, increasing their lead 5-1 instead of 4-2. That was the logic of why that match was voted as the best match of the finals. Thank you all for tuning in. That concludes the coverage of the 2026 Cooper Cup. Congratulations to Natural Born Killers. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Lance Lisciotti with the Make a Score Tour, and we'll see you guys next time.